Selamat pagi, good morning, and welcome to a very special edition of the Divine Life coming to you from the beautiful Bali. I've been very lucky to be able to spend some time here just to get away and refresh and just relax. So it's been amazing. But of course, I'm still here to share my knowledge and to share some inspiration with you. And yesterday I posted something really very simple, and it was I am enough. Because sometimes we can insert one very tiny little word being not, as in I'm not good enough. And sometimes we don't even know what that even means at the time. You know, we're not even quite sure what we're not kind of good enough at. But the word not really does open up the floodgates to something that I really, really, really hate, but sometimes indulge in, and that's comparisonitis. And that normally comes from when we sort of get this feeling inside, or we start comparing ourselves to other people, you know, like someone's prettier than me, they're thinner, they're fitter, they're more successful, they have more money, their husband or their boyfriend is better looking, whatever it may be. Comparisonitis is a really shitty place to be in. Trust me, I have been there myself. It is absolutely mind-numbingly awful. It's so unproductive, and it just is a mega confidence and vibe killer. So the interesting thing about comparisonitis, though, is that often when we are comparing ourselves, it's because there can be sometimes something in that other person that we actually like. Or, wait for this, it's actually within us. It's just lying dormant in there, waiting for us to express whatever it is that we're looking for. So if you look at somebody and you think, oh my God, they've got this, or they've got that, or they're so successful, they write so much better than me, or whatever it could be, it's because you can actually have that trait within you. I know, crazy, right? So, one of the great things you can do, and some of the tips that I do when I experience comparisonitis, goes a little something like this. And it's in the form of an acronym being Devine. So, the first thing to do is D, and that's dance. Shake it off. Shake off that comparisonitis. It's icky. You don't even want to feel it. It's just an awful space to be in. So just shake it off. Ugh. The second thing is E, and evaluate. Check out what is actually real. If you're comparing yourself or looking at somebody on, say, Facebook, for example, and you know they've filtered themselves to the absolute nth degree and they're looking incredible, what is really real? Is what you're seeing reality? How do you even know that that person is absolutely incredibly happy? How do you even know that that person is successful the way that they're portraying themselves on social media? So really take a note or a stance of what's kind of really happening there. What is real? The second thing is voice. So V, voice it. If you see somebody out, for example, and you know you start comparing yourself to the way that they're dressed, to the way you're dressed, or the way their hair is, the way that yours is, or whatever is coming up for you, go over and compliment them. Honestly, it's one of the best things to really just shift that energy from here out to there, and you'll feel so much better for it. And hey, who doesn't love receiving a compliment? You know, don't be afraid to go up and tell somebody how much you like what they're wearing. It completely changes the energy. The fourth thing is I, and that is get inspired. So the people who you perhaps are comparing yourselves to, there's often things that you love about them that they're doing that you're not. So get inspired. Think about the things that you love about them. You know, what are they doing that kind of gets you all worked up inside? Use that energy and get inspired and motivated to kind of model their behavior or their success or what they're doing, and start creating your own version of that. So use that energy as inspiration for you. The fifth thing, the N, is note it down. So write it out. You know, keep a journal of when this sort of stuff comes up for you. You know, I absolutely live and breathe by my journal. It goes everywhere with me, and you know, it's a great space to just kind of write down what you're feeling, because guess what, you'll be able to see some patterns. So once we start seeing patterns, we can start working on the behavior. And last but not least, another E is explode some glitter on it, and you know, just empower yourself with this knowledge. Okay, comparisonitis, it happens, right? But guess what, you can use some tools and tricks for you to get over it real quick. Yay! So that's a little bit on comparisonitis today. Next week we'll probably work more on kind of this social media comparison that's going on. It's quite another topic in itself. So I'd really love to discover that a little bit more with you. And hey, if you want to drop me a line, please do. It's the Devine Life for you, just as in you, at gmail.com, and just kind of let me know what kind of things are you comparing yourself, and I'd absolutely love to help you to get over that bad vibe real quick. Have an amazing day. Take care.